Hello. Hey everyone, welcome to today's session, Educator Money Making Skills. Please let me know where you are watching us right now live. I see some people here already. Yeah, let us know where you're watching. So we're broadcasting this session to many platforms on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and even Twitter. Yeah, yeah, feel free to let us know if you can see us and watch us. So see us and hear us. Okay. Okay. All right. So Robbie gonna be here too. She's joining right now. Okay, let me just double check. Go check if it's working everywhere. Hey, from Ecuador. Hello, Freddie. You're watching this session on YouTube right now, right? Yep. And someone on Facebook. Unfortunately, we cannot see your name on Facebook. All right. I know some people are watching as well on LinkedIn. All right. Yeah, anyone watching from LinkedIn, just want to make sure you guys can hear me and see me okay. Helena, hey, Helena. All right. Good to see you again. Hello from Ireland. Hey, Marco. Hey. You're watching from LinkedIn right now, right? Can you hear me and see me okay? Good. All right, I think we're all set. Technical wise, watching from LinkedIn. Anna, hello. Gord, hello. Can hear and see. Marco, yeah, please. Tracy from LinkedIn. Tracy from the UK. Great. Today we're gonna talk about money making skills. Okay, so this is one topic that came from a team discussion the other day. So money making skills. So some we don't really often like talk about this money making skills because we always talk about skills like different skills that we need to develop as a teacher, as educator, right? As a professional, as a coach. So I want to ask you guys first, so we did some survey already on Facebook, on LinkedIn. I want to ask you guys first, what are the money making skills to you? So what are money making skills? What is it to you guys? Money making skills. Can you comment and let us know? What do you think? In what are the money making skills to you? And then Robbie is here too. I'll bring Robbie to the stage. Hey, Robbie.
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
all good, all good. Yeah, I was just putting the finishing touches on my session for later, which is kind of
Oh,
related to today's topic because we're going to
good.
be talking
Yeah.
about money making skills.
Yeah. So let I just ask the audience to comment what's the money skills to them. So money making skills to them. So let me see if we
Awesome.
can get some comments. Yeah, let us know, guys. What's money making skills? Of course, we have a lot to share with you guys today in terms of money making skills. Like what we think the skills you need to develop actually can help you generate income, make money. But what do you guys think money making skills to you? What are the skills you feel like you need to develop in order to um, improve your finances, your revenue, your income?
Yeah, I'm curious to see because for me, there's a clear top three. So I want to see if anyone mentions any
Yeah,
of
I want to
those.
see this too because I wanted to know like how people feel about these concepts because it's something new to me. Like we always say like skills, but there are skills that help you become a better teacher, become a better educator. But there are skills that help you, monetize, the expertise, the experience you have, and that generate income, right? So we have to the reason we want to kind of talk about this is oftentimes we found that teachers and educators are not focusing enough on the money making skills. Um, I just feel like I don't know if they can. Yeah, maybe I don't know if this is the best example. Just like you have a farm, then you grow apples, fruits, right? You are really good at growing them. Every year you get so many apples, so many, grapes, right? Fruits that you can grow, but you don't know how to make money out of that, right?
Yeah.
So then, I mean, if it's I mean, it's okay if the government come in and then harvest for you and then they pay you for the apples you grow. This is okay, so you don't have to make money out of it yourself. But the thing is, what if the government pays really little for the apple and you want to sell it yourself, right? So that's what happened. What's happening in this education as well, right? Teachers, educators are not necessarily get compensated or paid accordingly, to what they have, kind of offer the value they delivers. Right then, we have to
Mm.
think about other ways to monetize. Okay, let's read some comments here. Selling, marketing, positioning oneself in the market. Okay, selling, marketing. And then Hannah said creating, sharing, reads pricing structures. Good, good, good.
Mm. Yeah.
One skill is to be able to identify pain points and needs in your niche and then targeting them in a way that pays. It's good. From New Zealand. Okay, good. 5 a.m. Thursday. Hello, hello, Julian. Then Kevin, flexibility and understanding your audience. I don't know. I'm
Mm.
rubbish at it. Need help, Tracy. It's good. It's good that you're here. I can talk about that, right? I also think you also need to know what out of the many possible options you have to generate income to focus
Mhm.
on. Yeah, I think I sent out email this morning. I don't know if you guys received it. It's about working smart, not harder. So one of the things I talk about in the email is, actually we need to spend time on exploring options. Don't just follow what other people do. Just don't follow what you used to do. Things are changing every month, every day now. Like there are all so many different ways, and how you can better leverage your skills, your talents, and to maximize your income. So that's something we need to spend time on actually, right? Don't just say, oh, I'm a teacher. Of course, I just teach at school, or of course, I'll just find students myself online. I'll teach them, right? Yes, that's fine. But are there better ways? We don't know. We need to spend time on this, right? Reaching your market, and
Mm.
I prefer the wealth building skills, being holistic, covering spirits, soul, and body development. Yeah, I like this too. I think the mindset, right? Mindset, your body development, spirit. That's kind of important too when it comes to like making money. Uh, that's definitely true. Let it keep it flowing, guys. If you guys have more, like, what do you think the money making skills are, and what do you want to work on? Keep it flowing in the comments. Now let's turn to Robbie. Robbie, you have a top three. What are these?
Oh wow! Like first of all, the responses are amazing, and a lot of people have. I mentioned I had a top three, and a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
people have touched on those three. Also, James, you know I love an analogy. I hadn't heard the analogy you gave before with the apples. I really like that one. There's another one I use sometimes with my clients when we talk about like developing these skills, and I think this is especially relevant to teachers because I know how good you guys are at what you do and how much help you can give to your students and how much value you can provide. So sometimes I think about the money making skills. Like imagine there's a chef and he is the greatest chef in the world. Like he can just make the best dishes, but no one knows. No one knows about it, right? So the money making skills are the things that actually get people into his restaurant so they can experience how good he is at what he does. So I think for teachers, for educators, at least for me, like for those of you who don't know, I first encountered James 4 years ago now, almost 4 years ago. And it was when he sent me his ebook. And the big promise on the ebook was teach online and earn $100 an hour. And my initial reaction was I was very skeptical. I'd never heard of this guy before. He sent me a private message on Instagram with the ebook. But I think I was in a situation where I had been trying to have success independently for a long time. I hadn't had a lot of success. I wasn't charging more than 25 euro an hour at the time. So I decided to read the ebook, and it was brilliant. But there was one big light bulb, penny dropping moment for me. And that was when I read that to earn over $50 an hour independently, you can't just be a good teacher. Like, yes, this is essential, right? You've got to be a good teacher if you want to have success independently, but it's not enough by itself. You need to be able to market, and you need to be able to sell. And like, from that moment, that was it. I was like, okay, I've got it now. And I just became laser focused on those two things. I invested in more coaching, and it was no coincidence then when I started to plug my gaps, to plug my skill gaps in those areas. That's when I started to have more success independently. And yeah, so I'm quite passionate about this topic. I'm really happy you invited me to join you here today, James, because
Of course.
it's definitely something I feel strongly about. So yeah, to go back to what I said at the beginning, I think the three big ones for me are copy, right? By copy, I'm referring to copywriting. And if that's not familiar, don't worry. Basically, all copywriting refers to, there's a lot of definitions out there. I think the simplest definition is the best. Copy is the words you use to move people to take action. So the words you use in your content, the words you use in your video to move people to take action. Now, remember, if you can't get people to take action, you can't have a business. Um, the next is selling or closing, right? So once you get your copy and your content right, and you start to connect with people, you start to build trust and inspire people, some of those people are going to reach out to you because they want to know more about working with you. So selling or closing is your ability to communicate your value to them so they make the decision to invest in your coaching at a price you would like to earn. And then the final one, and this is something I think is only going to get more and more important, is speaking. Because right now, like the last 12 months, the whole online content landscape has transformed because of ChatGPT and AI. So now pretty much everybody can like get AI generated content. So what's the consequence of this? People are more skeptical than ever. When people scroll through the feed, they think, was this really James? Was this really Robbie? Or did he just get an AI to write it? So how do we actually build that real trust? I think it's about communicating, getting in front of that camera and speaking directly to your audience, because at least right now, the technology hasn't gotten to a point where I can simulate that. You know, there's nowhere to hide. You can really build that true connection with people when you speak directly to them on camera. So copy, closing, speaking. I think they're the three big ones. And if you put being a good teacher or a good coach on top of that, I think making money starts to become as close to inevitable as it can be.
Nice. And so, actually, the first time we actually talk about this like publicly was the interview we did like 2 3 years ago when you mentioned the high income skills. I remember in the video you talk about high income skills. So that really,
Mm.
so the way I look at it was different before, but after the talk with you, I really feel like yeah, we need to emphasize that because we only have that much time. Like we have so many things, like so many skills we want to develop, but you're already a good teacher, you're a very knowledgeable teacher, you can keep building the skills that make you a much better teacher, which is great if you want to stay in academia, right? You want to stay with school, you get all these awards, all that, right? That's great. But if you are thinking about like a monetizing on the side, right, generate income, be more independent, generate some income independently from the school, from the education system, then you need to shift your focus to working on these money making skills, right? I think that's something we all want to talk about, so teachers start realizing, okay, I need to actually spend time on this because if I want to generate more income. And back to what you said earlier, being a teacher, being a great teacher, a good teacher, right? does not necessarily bring you more income or higher rates, because you're the lack of the skills, right, to communicate, to actually share, to convince people you're the best teacher, right? So
Right.
yeah,
Right. Yeah. And like, just to clarify, being good at what you do is essential,
yeah,
but it's just not enough by itself independently. If you want to work for a school or a company, well, in that case, they're going to give you the students for you. So it's fine. But if you want to get your own students and set your own rates and hours, then I know it might be scary, but yeah, marketing, sales, they're skills that you just can't avoid if that's your goal. And I know that can sound overwhelming. And I think, yeah, like when I speak to teachers, and I know because I experienced it myself, that thought of so much to learn. Like, I'm starting from scratch. I know nothing about marketing. I know nothing about sales. So the thing that really helped me was prioritizing, okay, which one thing right now can I just get laser focused on, and I'll block out everything else and I'll just work on this one thing that's going to move me closest to my goal. So for those of you who are independent or beginning to go independent, have a look right now at your business, where you're at. So for me, when I analyzed at the beginning, people were reaching out, people were responding to my messages, and they were expressing an interest in getting help, right? So I was setting up calls with people. But then when I said my price, which at the time it was €600 or €60 an hour, so €600 for like a 10-week program. It was one session a week, so it worked out at €60 an hour. They weren't interested. So then it was very easy to me. Okay, I'm booking calls, people are reaching out. So of course my marketing can be improved, but the biggest gap is in sales. It's the way I'm showing up on these calls. It's the confidence. It's how comfortable I am communicating my value during these calls and connecting with people. So first thing I did, I found a coach. I think James had an advanced sales training at the time. I bought it, I studied it, I listened to it. And then this was during the lockdown. My poor housemate, like I'd get him for like 30 minutes a day. And like I'd be working upstairs, he'd be working downstairs, and I just text him. I'm like, man, can you just like jump on a Zoom call for 30 minutes so I can go through this with you? So and yeah, my dad, I was in Portugal at the time. My dad was back home in Ireland. I'd get him on calls, and I'd just practice it until it got to a point where, okay, I got a sale at €600. I got another sale at €600. Let me see if I can increase it. My program's getting better now as well. Okay, €700. And then I shifted the focus then to marketing. Okay, let me see if I can attract more people so I can go to groups. So I think when you identify the one thing and just get laser focused on that one thing, plug the gap, and then move on to the next thing, that can really help you combat the overwhelm and the anxiety that can come when you're at the beginning of that learning curve with that excuse me, with new skills.
yeah. I like that very much. So we talk about skills, especially for teachers and educators who are not very familiar with all these skills. They can feel overwhelmed very easily, very easily. So I use this example all the time, and the people resonate with it very well. So just think about the first time you are trying to drive a car, right? How overwhelming that was. The first time you sit on the driver's seat, and then all the mirrors, the wheel or the pedals, like it overwhelms you, right? Overwhelms you. But focus on one thing at a time. And then now, right, after a year, 2 years, to maybe 10 years, do you feel like overwhelmed at all when you drive a car? Again, it's not. So it's just, it takes time, and recognize, if you just keep doing it, you will get better and better at this, as we go, and like prioritize as well, one thing at a time.
Really glad you mentioned that, James, because sometimes when I talk to other teachers, they use these words. They say, "I'm not a natural at sales. I'm not a natural on video," and I think that's okay. It's number one, it's a limiting belief. Okay,
Yeah.
because believing that is going to stop you from accomplishing your goal. Number two, it's a false belief. I promise you, when you look out there at the people who look like they're really good on camera, or they're like just naturals at sales or at marketing. I don't think naturals are born. I think they're made. I think in nearly every case, those people have just done more repetitions than you. So, James, you used the analogy of getting into the car. I always talk about the gym, right? The first time you go to a gym, you don't go to the far end of the weight rack and try to lift the heaviest weight in the building first time. You start small, you do your repetitions. As you do more repetitions, you get stronger or better, and then you move up to the bigger weight. So it's yeah, like, and if you doubt that, if you've heard of Gary Vee, like Gary Vee, he's a multi-millionaire right now. One of the ways he makes money and he blew up and became famous was his ability to speak on camera. There's a video of him on YouTube from 2006. It was one of his first businesses, and he's like talking about that business. It's like a wine business or something. All of the charisma you see in his videos now, all of that like impact he has, it's not there. So like if he can do it, anyone can do it. And yeah, so just if you think, oh, marketing's not my thing, sales isn't my thing, video isn't my thing, I'm not a natural, like, it's repetitions. I don't think anyone is born a natural. I think the people who are really good have probably just done it more times.
Absolutely. So now I guess we can deep dive into some of the skills we mentioned, right? From you, right, Robbie? We talk about copywriting. Copywriting, I guess, just like marketing your business, like the messages you send out, the word you use, right, to describe
Yeah.
your service, and that is actually one thing many people don't really appreciate at first. It's just back to what you said. I'm a good teacher, then of course people are gonna pay me. So it doesn't really work that way. So you are a good teacher, you have a good product, you can cook really good dishes, you have the best apples in your farm, but you need to let people know. And the words, how you let people know copywriting, right? How you let people know, especially in this very, very crowded world, the internet, like, I mean, so many things going on, so many people doing this, and so many people doing the same thing. How can you stand out? So many great teachers are trying to market their resources, market their services. How can you stand out? So it requires the copywriting even more than before. Maybe we can talk about copywriting. I have some suggestions too. I guess, do you guys want to like learn more about this from Robbie? Like some best practices or some tips we can share already for people who are really interested in this. I mean, if you guys want to just hear more about copywriting, just comment with a yes in the chat so we know this kind of this copywriting is what you guys interested in hearing. Otherwise, we can switch to another one. What do you guys think? If you can comment yes, this is what you want to hear, we can spend maybe like 5 to 10 minutes to talk about copywriting. What do you guys think? Just comment with a yes if you want to learn more about it. Yep. Tracy said, yep. Julian said, I agree with Robbie. Content copies keep being all well delivered, both written and oral. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Tracy, yes, yes. And Facebook, yes. Anna, yes. Yeah, yeah. We can maybe just spend like 5 minutes talk about copywriting. I mean, this can be like couple hours long like course, right? So
Yeah.
maybe some top tips would you want to share here, Robbie?
Yeah, totally. First of all, it's really cool that people are interested in learning more about it, because like it's something I only came across a few years ago. A few years ago, I didn't know what it is, but I've become really, really passionate about it because I know the power it has to help people reach more of the people who will benefit from your help. So when it comes to copy, when I realized, okay, this is something I need to learn, um, I made a lot of mistakes early on. So first of all, I bought a lot of books, right? I like Googled best copywriting books, and I started reading. And I think like when you first start learning copy and writing copy, the temptation is like, let me like, what words can I like? What are the power words? What are the most persuasive words? What are the most persuasive phrases I can use. And I think that's a little bit of a trap, because for anyone who's just starting, and I saw someone in the chat, James, left a comment about it. So someone here in the chat said, I like identifying the pain points and the needs of your niche. So when it comes to writing good copy, and remember, copy is your ability to choose words that move someone to take action. Well, the only way you can get someone to take action is if they feel like you understand them. So like ground zero, square one with learning copywriting is research. It's understanding your audience. What is your demographic? Who are you writing to? Who do you want to connect with? What are they feeling right now? What emotions? Are they anxious? Are they stressed? Are they excited? What's happening in their world right now? What do they want? What are their goals? What are their dreams? And I have a document, and anytime I have a conversation with a member of our audience and I learn something new, I add it to the document, because that gives me the best understanding of the people we want to help and we want to work with. And I refer to that when I create content, when I write copy, because I want to use their words. I want to use their emotions to connect, to show that I get it, to show that I understand. And the only way someone's going to take action meaning like actually investing in your help, is if they believe you can actually help them. And for someone to believe that you can actually help them, they first need to know that you understand them, where they're at right now. And the only way you can demonstrate that you understand someone is if you really know about them, if you do your homework, if you do your research. So imagine, for example, analogies, you go to the doctor, right? And you walk straight in and you say, "Doctor, I'm sick." And he just writes on a piece of paper and he says, "Here's your prescription." How confident would you be like going to the pharmacy after and yeah, spending money on that medicine? I don't know, probably 99% of people wouldn't do it or wouldn't take the medicine, because the doctor didn't first demonstrate that he understands where you're at right now. So you probably don't believe he understands what you need. So you've got to really diagnose your audience. You've got to analyze them. You've got to do your homework so you get them, you know what their challenges are. And then when you write your copy, when you write your content, you speak directly to their challenges. So I think before you get into all the fancy advanced stuff, and like I see it on LinkedIn and Instagram all the time, like power words, and like, it's about knowing who you're writing to and really
Yeah,
connecting with them on that human
yeah,
level. So like
yeah.
you said, James, we could talk about this for hours and hours and hours, but if there's one thing you take away from this today that's gonna like really like get you moving along that learning curve, I think it's like research, homework,
Yeah,
know who you're talking to, and then you'll know
absolutely.
you'll know the words to use.
Yeah, I always feel like I can write the best copy when I can really picture the person I'm speaking to when I'm writing it. So if I can really see that person in front of me and I'm writing, it's just like writing a personal email, a personal message to that person. That's the
Yeah.
best copy I can ever come up with. So just on top of what Robbie shared from me, one tip will be there are a lot of strategies, a lot of frameworks out there when it comes to copywriting, but no, you can learn all of them. But I think end of the day, I always recommend our clients to be genuine, like genuine to be yourself. When you write copies, no, when you don't feel comfortable, don't write it. A lot of people are using like very aggressive way of doing copies. Don't if you don't feel that is you, just don't do that. Right? It wouldn't
Yeah.
help you. Do things that you feel comfortable. You feel like when you read whatever you write, whatever you have when it comes to copywriting, you feel like that's you. That's very important. You feel like that's you, right? And that's why ChatGPT, the other AI tools, right, came in last year, and it feels like people are getting better at writing copies. I would say just they're just getting better following the frameworks, but I just feel like they lose authenticity in that copy. Actually, it didn't really help many clients, many people in that way. So, do you agree with me, Robbie? You feel like that's the same?
1000%. Yeah, I think especially for educators, right? Like when
Yeah,
you come from that background, like in university, like what are we rewarded for? Like exploring topics, right? And like really explaining things, and using that type of language. And then when you get into this world of social media marketing, it's almost like the complete opposite. Like simpler is better. And some people think like when I say simple, I mean like dumb it down. The reality is like the simpler you make your copy and the easier it is to digest and process your message, like that's a skill. Like simple is smart and people will appreciate it. Like think about teaching, right? Like if you're teaching your learners, you want to know like where they're at right now, what their level is, and you're going to use words and language to meet them at their level. It's not about like showing them how smart you are or how much you know. It's about like connecting with them where they're at. And the easiest way you can connect and communicate a message is like simple language. So I'm a bit of a nerd. When I was growing up, I used to always watch these documentaries about space and the universe and, like black holes and I don't know, like quantum physics and all this stuff. And I was always really impressed because they'd have these scientists on the documentary, James, like talking, but when they explain like black holes or quasars or, gravity, they don't explain it the way they would if they were in, the university or conference talking to each other. They explain it the way like they would if they were talking to a child or talking to someone who had never studied this concept before. And that's a skill, like to be able to explain something really simply, to take something complicated and make it simple for someone else to understand. You have to have a really good understanding of it to be able to do that. And your audience will really appreciate that. If you can communicate value, if you can communicate tips in a really simple, really easy to understand and digest way. So that would be, right after research, I'd have that as like number two lesson with copy. Keep it simple. Simple is smart.
Yeah, absolutely. And I came from a scientific background. So I remember when I was a PhD, one of my professors told me, if you to test if you really know what you're doing, you need to explain your research to your grandma. If your grandma understands what you do, you nailed it. The same thing, like, right? If you really understand what you do, you're a good teacher, a great educator. If you really know what you do and you want to communicate to your students, you must be able to communicate in a way that everybody understands, right? So I think that's another part of copywriting. You really understand
Totally.
what, yeah,
And here's the coolest thing that happens, right? Like what's happening in the psychology of someone if they're scrolling down social media and they see James's post and they spend 1 minute reading it and they walk away and think, wow, like I for the first time I understand that, and it only took me a minute. Like imagine how good James must be with his clients. Like he must be a really good coach, a really good teacher. If he's giving this away for free on social media and I just spent a minute reading it and I've already learned something valuable that helps me, he must give a lot of value to his clients. He must be a really good coach or a really good teacher. So yeah, by keeping things simple, you're really demonstrating to your audience that like you can help them. You're giving them like a result in advance, it's called. And that's a really, really effective thing
absolutely.
in social media marketing.
Yeah. So from Julian Dale Carnegie. So I actually have this book. I haven't finished yet. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Very good book. Half into it. Then the other one, The Greatest Salesman in the World. I don't know about this book. Do you know about this book?
Yeah, I've read both of them. The Greatest Salesman in the World. It's an odd book, but it's a really cool way to view sales. They're both old, but they're yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
Do you know, James? I avoided How to Win Friends and Influence People for so long because of the title, because the title kind of suggests that it might be like a little bit dark or like dark psychology or manipulative, but the advice in it is so sound and like it's
Yeah,
just so grounded in logic and sense, and I feel like it's really coming from the right place. Plus, like Dale Carnegie is such a good, right? He
that's
always uses stories and examples to
yeah,
illustrate the teaching points,
yeah,
which I
absolutely.
think is awesome. So, yeah.
And also from Julian, I love James' emails. They're written in a personal style, showing interest and empathy towards the recipient. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do, and I think everyone on the team. So we always picture you guys in front of us, like talking to teachers, talking to educators, and it's not like a group of people. I'm thinking about one person I'm writing the email to. So just kind of that helps. That helps. All right, we don't have time to talk about two more skills. I think from the skills you shared, Robbie, we talk about copywriting, and the other one is sales, and the next one will be like a video marketing, right? So I
Yeah.
guess let me ask the audience, right? We're gonna talk about one more. Like, which one you guys want to talk about? You want us to talk about? One is video marketing. The other one is sales. Which one you want to hear more about? I think both are important. Both are important. We're gonna probably find another time to talk about the other one. But which one you guys want me and the Robbie talk about? Steffi's not here. Steffi, where are you?
We've had a lot of live events
Yeah, yeah,
this week.
yeah. Yeah, so one is sales, the other one's video marketing. Which one you guys are more interested in hearing about? Comment, please let us know. We can spend another 10 minutes yeah, to talk about it. Video marketing, please. That's I think the Helena video marketing one, video marketing. The same Facebook user just comment 3 times.
They really wanted.
Sales, okay, sales. Okay, we have three video marketing, two sales, three sales, four sales. Okay, four sales now. Erica, Anna, Marie, and Marie. Okay, four sales and three video marketing. Okay, Helena, yeah, yeah. Okay, let's do sales. We'll talk about sales. We got four votes on sales. Sales. I'll let you go first, Robbie. Like, what are the tips for teachers and educators when it comes to sales? I know it's a hard topic. It's a difficult skill to develop as well.
both,
Yeah.
both, yeah. Video marketing and sales, they tend to be like two of the most challenging things for teachers transitioning into entrepreneurship or learning money making skills to develop. Just for those of you who said video marketing, all of what James and I have talked about copywriting applies to video marketing too, because on video you're still using words, right? So all the same principles apply to your videos. So when it comes to sales, I think for me, when I realized I needed to learn it, the big obstacle at the beginning, it wasn't so much like knowledge; it was more mindset. So I had a lot of misconceptions around sales and what sales actually is, and what the goal of sales is, and like I think like just seeing a movie, like Matilda, the dad in Matilda, where he's like selling these terrible cars to people, and he's really dishonest and manipulative. And then like later there was the Wolf of Wall Street again, where he's a brilliant salesman, but he's being very dishonest. So like I couldn't separate sales from these preconceived ideas I had of it. And so really what I needed to do at the beginning was I needed to deconstruct that. And thankfully I had contact with people like James, like some other amazing coaches and entrepreneurs at the time, who really showed me like how wrong and damaging my view of sales was. So the really cool thing is, as teachers, right, like what do you excel at? Like what are you really good at? What have you lots of practice doing? I would say listening and communicating. And the thing I learned about sales is the two most important parts of a sales call are like listening, like really listening, being there, being present, and communicating. So right away, as a teacher, you've already got a really good starting point there, right? You've got a great advantage because you've already got a lot of practice with those two things. The other thing is that's really important to know: you're never going to sell to someone if you don't truly believe you can help them. So the only time you're going to sell, the only time you're going to take money off someone is if you're confident you can help them. If you jump on a call, so say I'm here on a sales call with James and I ask James a few questions, and after learning more about James's situation, I don't actually believe this is for you. I don't think you're the right fit for this. I'm going to politely thank James for his time, and I'm going to direct him towards someone I think is, better equipped to help him. So the only time I'm going to sell is when I truly believe I can help someone. So when you view it through that lens, then you're actually doing your prospects a favor by becoming good at sales, because sales is the vehicle that's going to allow you to reach and then teach, and as a result help more people who will benefit from what you're doing. So that's kind of how I needed to deconstruct and then reconstruct my view of sales. And then once I had peace and made peace with it, then it just became like very logical. Okay, let's learn sales from James. Let's check out what James is doing. Let's learn sales from this guy. He seems really good. Let's do this course. Let's practice. Let's get my dad on the phone. Let's like practice with my friends, with my housemate. And yeah, like I said, repetitions. And yeah, so I started with the mindset, like deconstructing my view. And then it just became learning from people who were successful at it and then doing my repetitions to plug that gap.
Nice. That's great. That's great. Thanks for sharing that, Robbie. Yeah, sales is a very challenging topic. I think that's the skill we spend a lot of time helping our clients develop, and not everyone can succeed eventually. I just feel like it also comes with the mindset. You touched on that already. The mindset, how you feel about sales. So uh, I always say like don't see it as sales, see it as a way to help people. No, we don't. Once you get a sales call or you're selling something, right? See it as helping, right? If you cannot help that person, don't sell anything to them, right? If you can help them, and they're gonna buy. So is it really kind of a mindset shift? Once you shift it, you feel more comfortable with sales, and then you're more open to it. And you can get better at this as well. So if you feel like really negative about this concept of selling, maybe this is not the best way to do it, right? And you can do something differently. I mean, different, right? So there are many different ways you can do it. But when it comes to sales, right, I agree with everything Robbie shared there. And the other thing will be just practice. I think when we did the sales master class last year, I could show
Yep.
the pictures, the sales notes I had maybe four notes, like complete notes, sales notes. Probably I did over 1,000 now. I kind of stopped tracking that. Over 1,000 sales calls. Like each call is like 1 hour long. So that's how much you have to practice when it comes to sales. So shift your mindset to feel good about sales because it's helping. Like even think about this, somebody get on a call with you, even like you don't sell them anything, you helped, right? You give them some advice, you helped, right? You have some offer, you create some materials, you sell them. Like somebody asks you about it, you try to tell them this material. Even if you don't buy, then you offer help, right? So shift your
Yeah.
mindset and then practice and practice, right? That's all
That
we need to do. Yeah,
Yeah, that's something really, really important you touched on there because in sales you'll hear the terms win and lose quite a lot. I won the call, I lost the call, and actually it's not win lose, it's
oh,
win win, right?
yeah,
So you go into the call and okay, you close the sale, great. Like you've got a client, there's someone you can help, and you get paid, amazing. You go into the call and you have a conversation, and A, you don't think they're a great fit, or B, they decide not to go for your program. You learn, right? And learning is always a win. So you've gotten more information about your target audience, and then you can like very critically, you can self-analyze. Okay, what do I feel went well on that call? What do I think I could do better next
yeah,
time? So
yeah,
it's still a win. It's still a win. So go into every call like that. Like it's not about winning or losing. It's an opportunity to help someone,
yeah.
or it's an opportunity to learn something new.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for that, Robbie. So, very quickly, guys, if you have any questions, right? Questions, let us know in the comment. And if you haven't, click on like button of this session. Please click on it so more teachers and educators can see this live session. And I also want to use some time, a few minutes now, to remind you guys of the academy. So the academy we launched it in December, kind of a soft launch, and now we get it better. We kind of have a much better structure in it. So we actually launched it again last week after the mindset workshop. And there are some bonuses I want to remind you guys as well. If you are interested in the academy, right? I want to share my screen with you guys very quickly. Just the academy website. I will send you guys the link. I can send it now, so you can check it out as well. So the academy is really a new kind of program or solution. I would call it solution, a solution that we developed to help educators and teachers solve a lot of problems. We help them generate passive income. We help them develop skills that they can monetize their knowledge better. I mean, we focus a lot on the money making skills. So everything we talk about today we're actually gonna share that in academy. So the overall goal will be helping educators, teachers monetize their knowledge in a different way rather than the traditional way of teaching, right? So they can work smarter, not harder, so they can work less, right? Not more, and to make more money, so and feel better as a teacher and educator, so they don't quit the jobs or they don't leave education, which is happening like in many countries. So the academy, and we're offering a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you trust us, if you've been following us, there's no risk for you guys to experience it and give us some feedback. So after, within 30 days, if you don't like it, oh, this is not what I want, it didn't help me, send us a note, we'll give you a full refund. Okay, there's no risk for you guys to take it. I know it's a new program, we launched in December, we have a lot of confidence in this program, and we don't want you guys to take any risks. Just experience the academy for 30 days. If you don't like it, we can give you a full refund. We have this 30-day money back guarantee. So, and as I said, it can take a look at the website here. Check out our stories and why we build the academy and what does it include. So first thing first, we always feel like the community is important. Having like-minded educators, teachers around you, get empowered, inspired all the time. I think that's essential to anything you do, right? So we have the community. We're building it right now. We have like 70 plus teachers, educators in the academy, and these are people, teachers, great teachers and educators who want to, right, generate more income and monetize their knowledge, get passive income, so they can have this financial success, right? They always want it. And then education, we have a lot of courses, training that we put into this academy. So we focus a lot on mindset. We have training about mindset. We have the passive income mastery. That's where we teach our clients how to sell educational resources, how to publish books and sell books, how to do like courses, launch digital courses and sell it online, how to do affiliate marketing, blogging, like YouTube channels, all the different strategies that allow you to get passive income. And we also focus a lot on the technology, AI mastery. So these are the skills you need as well, like the technology, the AI, so you can be more efficient, so you can save time when you work on the tasks. So that's training we include, and the mentorship we have we have coaching sessions twice a month, and we also do monthly challenges where we can hold you accountable. We can work on something together every month, and they have these group sessions to support you, to mentor you. And accountability is where we make sure we hold you accountable, make sure you take action, do the work. Even if you don't have time, we help you, improve your efficiency. We help you prioritize, right? You feel like very supported. And mindset. So Steffi's our mindset coach. She's around. She help teachers a lot with the mindset there, right? And you can check out some of the testimonials, and there. Oh, it's only $97 a month for this academy if you pay monthly, and you can save some money if you pay annually. And as I said, there's 30-day money back guarantee. If you want to experience it, please do it and give us some feedback. If you like it, stay with us, right, in academy. If you feel it helped, if you feel like whatever you got justifies $97 a month, do it. If you feel like, oh, it's not worth the money, or it's not worth the money, send a note, right, at end of 30 within 30 days, we'll give you the money back. And right now we give 4 different bonuses for people who take action. We call it action taker bonuses. For everyone who take action before February 2nd, you get 4 bonuses. Okay, so these are things you can just keep it. So get students and charge them more. So we actually gonna give the 21 challenge training course. So some of you probably know about 21 challenge. That's our flagship training course. We graduated over 4,000 teachers in the past 4 years. So this, we actually include this if you, as a bonus. If you join the academy before February 2nd, you get access to the training, and you can just watch the video, do the work. If you are thinking about getting students online, charging higher rates. And then the next bonus is February Goal Achieving Challenge. So we're gonna have this a month long challenge. It's about goal achieving. How can you set the goals and achieve your goals in February. So this challenge we're gonna run in February, and then there's a comprehensive guide that help you master your financials, step by step, how you can you achieve these financial goals you set, whether it's 60K, 100K, 200K, how you're gonna get there, right? Step by step guide, and then there's a 19-minute session to help you plan everything out and implement, take action. So these are bonuses we only gave people who join before February 2nd to the academy, and you have 30-day money back guarantee. Besides everything else you're getting from the academy, I want to quickly talk about this just to make sure that you guys know what it is and what we are providing, because we want to have a place that's really focused on generating passive income, working smart, working less, and helping educators and teachers, regardless of whether you are full-time working at a company, school, or you are working on your business, right? If this something like excites you, right, I would love you to join us. And with the 30-day money back guarantee, there's no risk at all. So I want to kind of pause here. I mean, if you guys have any questions about the academy or anything else we touched on today, feel free to share in the comments. I know some people already joined. Someone joined the academy already for mutual benefits and support, not just for the financial goals. Yeah, join the academy. Just seeing other people like doing the same thing. Um, yeah, and yeah. So I've joined Julia. Hi, Julia. I've joined the academy for mutual benefits, not just financial goals. Yeah, you're on both sides, I guess. So yeah. So any questions, guys? If you want to share, let us know. Um, or the money making skills and or the academy. Yep. So Robbie, you have any other things you want to share before?
Yeah, sure. I guess just to touch on what you said about the academy, and I think it's important, like, to know exactly who this is for. So when we kind of sat down and conceptualized this, it was based on conversations and feedback with our audience, and we realized that there's a large amount of teachers who are working very hard. They're spending a lot of hours teaching, a lot of hours lesson planning. They're not necessarily satisfied with the financial return for the work they're putting in right now, but they may not be ready to jump 100% into solopreneurship and like just quit everything and start their own business. So the academy is for that portion of our audience who are teaching right now, but like James said, work smarter. And I think what we mean by work smarter or work less, it's so the time you do invest in this, you can spend that time doing the right things and less of your time doing the wrong things. And that's why we've put the courses together. So for example, one of my side businesses is selling educational resources to other teachers. So I put a course in there for any other teachers who want to kind of work on something like that on the side. So eventually over time, you can start making some extra passive income. We have training to help teachers create their own ebooks or digital courses. So it's really for that segment of our audience who are teaching, they're super busy, but they want to just add some income on top of what they're making, but they're not ready to jump 100% into entrepreneurship. So we wanted to make it as
Yeah,
time efficient and effective for you guys
yeah,
as possible.
yeah, yeah. And there are so many ways as a teacher and educator to generate income more independently from the school and the companies you work for. So you have to be first smart about that. And that's kind of our focus in the academy. So other strategy, what are the strategies that allow you to generate additional income, right? Become more financial, free from the situation you're in right now. So we talk about different strategies. We work on the mindset. We do sessions. We just help each other, support each other. That's kind of the whole point of the academy. Yeah. So if you guys have more questions, reach out. If you feel like there's something you are interested, just join us and experience it, right? And see how you like it. Give us some feedback and continue with us if it helps, or ask for a refund after, within 30 days if this doesn't help. Either way. So we hope this can be a solution for many educators and teachers out there to get this financial freedom, to get these financial improvements that you want and you deserve, right? Um, okay, yeah. So the academy, I think the academy is a good idea because some teachers don't want to leave the classroom and be entrepreneur, but they do want to benefit from this. Exactly. So that's exactly what Robbie said. So there are full-time teachers and educators, right? And they love their job. They don't want to leave the classroom, but also kind of constrained by the financial situation they are in, and they feel limited. And the worst come. So the thing is, if we don't give them a solution, a good solution, they probably gonna find a job and get out of the education. That's what's happening. Thousand teachers left education, left their teaching jobs in the U.S. last year. So just because there's no solution, and we hope this is a solution. Hey, don't leave as a teacher, as an educator, you can generate income, you can make more money on the side, right? So that's what kind of the solution we're providing to this education industry.
Yeah, teachers have too much to give, and like there's too many people you can help and who would appreciate your help to like to quit, to give up. So yeah, I think for when we saw that statistic, like how many people quit teaching last year, it's like it's a travesty because they're not quitting because they don't like teaching or they're not
No,
good at
no,
teaching. They're quitting
no,
because it's not
no,
rewarding enough, like financially,
exactly.
for them. And like I come from the TEFL industry, like I know how tough it can be. So that's really what we want to do. We want to provide a solution for you guys,
Yeah,
and
absolutely, absolutely.
yeah.
All right,
So
guys.
speaking of the academy, I've actually got a session there in 3 minutes,
Yeah,
so I've got
yeah,
to
understood.
I've got to run.
Let's wrap it up. Maybe Robbie can leave first. I'll wrap it up myself. There's some questions I can answer. Don't worry. Yeah, yeah.
All right,
Well,
cool.
thank you
Anyone
for
watching who's in the academy, hopefully I'll see you in the session in 3 minutes. And yeah, to everybody else, thank you so
it.
much for
Yeah,
watching.
so the session is at 12 p.m. ET. All
So
right.
that's 12 ET is 3 minutes, right?
Yeah, I don't know what time. So is that 12
Yeah,
p.m.?
it is 12
Okay,
ET.
okay,
Yeah, yeah,
okay, okay, okay. I'll be there
yeah.
too. I'll wrap it up and I'll come. All right.
Awesome.
Thank you, Robbie.
See you
Okay.
guys. Thanks so much.
Bye bye.
James,
Bye bye.
pleasure as always.
Bye.
Talk soon. Bye
Yep.
bye.
Soon. Probably. Yep. So a question from Marie. Hi Marie. You joined December. Where do we sign in? So you just need to go to your email and then look for Kajabi, Kajabi, Kajabi. So you see the link Kajabi, Kajabi. Look for the email, then it will ask you to set up a password and the things like that. You can log in. So we have the academy on Kajabi. Remember to check it. And if you cannot find it, just respond to any of the emails you receive from us, and the support gonna help you. Okay, Marie. And there's a session with Robbie in 3 minutes. I hope you, if you want to join it, hopefully you can make it. Okay, and all the sessions are recorded too. If you don't have to know, if you don't have time to join these, when the academy picks up speed and people see that other educators like themselves succeeding, they will jump at the chance of be part of it. They hesitate now because it's hard to believe they have the time and ability. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, so that's why we are kind of giving a lot of perks and benefits like these bonuses and 30-day money back guarantee, just to encourage teachers to kind of go on this with us and work together and get it done, right? So once things are picking up, let's say maybe a few months from now, we probably don't even offer these bonuses. We are not going to offer the 30-day money back guarantee, right? Because we have more proof and things are going well. So just that's why we're offering like 4 bonuses. If you add them up, it's over $1,000 bonuses we're offering if you guys join before February 2nd. And also the 30-day money back guarantee. That's the pure risk on us, right? Complete risk on us. There's no risk for anyone. You join, you take all these sessions, you look at the courses, and you see the community, right? And then if it doesn't work, you ask for a refund, no question asked, because we know you're helping us and give some feedback, right? There's no questions at all. Just get a refund. And I appreciate what you said there. I cannot see your name here, but I appreciate that. That's exactly why we're doing it. I know it's hard right now to help teachers believe, right? But action taker bonuses, right, or fast action bonuses. So we want to reward people who actually want to dive into it, take the leap of faith and do it and to get results. Thanks for pointing it out. Uh, uh, Emery, thanks James for making valuable comments on what sales is. Thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the session today. So we started with what money making skills are, and then Robbie shared a lot, good insights on these skills, and then the top three. Then we kind of deep dive deep dived on copywriting, which is kind of very important. The words you use to describe your service, your products, right? That's super, super important because you are a good teacher, you have good stuff to offer, does not mean people can perceive it the same way. The copywriting. The second, we also talk about sales, right? I know it's kind of a hard topic for many people, but sales is not that hard if you just focus on helping, shifting your mindset, and also practice. You can get really good at sales. Okay, and then we talk about the academy. In 2 days, right? The bonus is gonna be gone in 2 days. So if you guys want to try it and help us improve it, take the 30-day money back guarantee. Don't worry about it at all, and get the bonuses if you join it before February 2nd, right? For the academy. Yeah. Yeah, don't forget to have a session. Yeah, of course, we're gonna talk about video marketing next month for sure, guys. All right, guys, thank you for being here. I know we had a lot of sessions this week. We just want to help, and there's so many things going on, and we want to help you guys get a really good start of 2024 in January. Have a good, very strong beginning and start of the year. And thanks for being here with us, right? Send us messages. Let us know if we in any way we can help you, and check out the academy and join us in February before February 2nd if you can. All right. Thank you guys. Take care. Have a good one. Bye. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.